Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Tonight we've got another match of the Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament 2025. This is the round 2 of the Nibiru Invitational Tournament. We are in Game 2 between Windfox and Valence. I'm Star, and I'm joining with me on the comms tonight is Sonny Rath. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Been looking forward to this game too. NIT has been heating up a bit, so who knows exactly how this race is gonna go.
Absolutely. Should be an interesting match here to watch. I'm looking forward to it. I will really admit I've been very busy with work, so haven't been able to catch much of this tournament, but glad to catch one when I can. Well, we should be going shortly here. This is game 2 between these runners. Valence took game 1. Windfox looking to pot a win and force a game 3. The winner of this match will go on to face the winner of Elendar and Alsoa.
And that's gonna be a very, very spicy match as well.
Oh, for sure. All very good runners. Should be a fun one to watch here. As we'll be going shortly, that is the standard link sprite for Windfox, and I am not sure what Valence is using.
I'm not 100% certain either, but we'll find out once we actually get into it, as they are off.
Yep, okay, we're starting in the far northeast corner. Dried Canyon? Or no, that's a mountainous map.
Yeah, that's a little mountainous.
And
But
immediate Bagu sighting and GP. Magic container on Bagu, okay, nice.
Magic container early is always nice, especially when you do pick up your first spell, since they are shuffled into the item pool. You never know.
As is Bagu's letter, evidenced by, well, that. Child is on, no, that's rude game. Fetch quests!
I mean, it may not be necessary. It depends upon how many items the palaces roll, and Windfox is coming in to check the hint giver here, and that's actually very nice, as we know one of the locations in New Casino is a dud.
Yep, great hint to have. We don't know which item that will be, because there's quite a few item checks in New Casino, but it'll be one of them. And both runners will get the medicine hint, which is go east. Okay, that's not the most helpful.
I mean, it narrows it down to the water tile, the desert tile, or either of the caves. So
that's true. It's actually, I guess our start was a little further west than I thought, because we've got more land to the east of Mido here.
And Bouncy Cats are stealing XP, but looks like Valence found a 100-pointer. Windfox about to get that same 100-pointer and key drop on the small enemy pool, so that's very nice to see.
Sure is. Okay, that's the backside of Fairy Cave. We're not going through that anytime soon, and that's a total dead end to nowhere. Okay. If we have boots, that might be a way down the coast. Doesn't usually require it, but I've seen it happen in mountainous maps before when the sea decides to be mean.
Yeah, mountainous can do so many different things and just be evil as can be.
Both runners looking to walk it out. I'm not sure this is faster than just obeying back to start, but maybe hoping for some experience.
I mean, keeping the experience in this case is definitely a play I agree with, but it just becomes a bit more tricky, especially with the enemies that are showing up right now. Because these gorillas are still going to do quite a significant amount of damage at life too, but there's a 200-point backdrop for Windfox, who's going to go ahead and grab attack 2.
Very nice. And going to pick up Magic 1 as well. Sorry is kind of in an interesting spot there in the mountain.
As Valence has made it into the Magic Container Cave.
Yep, first item cave sighting of the seed. It looks like Windfox is just going to head straight south of GP instead, and finds P1, which has one item as per that one cloud there, and I totally spazzed what Valence just picked up.
I believe it was Shield Spell. There we go. I totally forgot for a moment as well.
P1 is kind of gross, greenish brown colored.
Yeah, looks a little sickly.
Yeah, just a bit. As Rudo cited here with hat, which has a candle in it. Okay, well that's... Well, okay, we probably won't worry too much about the trophy then, but we might as well see where it is. And grab a hint. Death Mountain holds the Reflect spell. That is a fantastic hint.
That is a huge hint, and Windfox ran into a jump or fairy block here in 1, so there actually is a chance that this may not be clearable.
Very possible. How random can Z2 be? Well, the primary things you'll see here is we have full map randomizer. That's why the map looks nothing like you remember. That's a hammer-blocked cave on the item cave on the other side of that mountain, it looks like. Either that or Continental Connector, because this is an item cave. Yeah, we have full map random, and the palace layouts are random as well. Those are the two big things that make this interesting, as well as we have full item and spell shuffle with each other.
And the palaces can vary a bit in length, just because of where the boss may lie, and it does look like the jump spell is going to be required, or fairy, in order to progress here in P1.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because we're not going that way, as... Ooh, Eniki, a fantastic find on Valence's side.
This attack 2 not too hot for Windfox right now.
Doesn't seem like it. He's dodging off the Mako fire there. Shield is castable at Magic too. Looks like it took a decent bit of Valence's shield bar, or magic bar, brain. And simultaneous deaths. But this is a standard tournament, Renix, so they're in chat, so we still need to beat the 6 palaces and then beat Great Palace. We need the items to navigate the Overworld NX. We need the Reflect spell to beat P4, we need Thunder to beat GP, and we probably need a Fairy spell to get around.
And Windfox is just going to take out the bubble here. It's going to take a ton of stabs to do, but once he gets it down, should yield some decent EXP, potentially getting him at attack 3 here.
Yeah, Valence, seeing P1 here, is going to elect to head west here and see what's over that way. There is a Hammerblock Cave over here. I think that leads to the... I think that leads up to Nursaria, west of Start, which we peeked earlier, but we have no way up there at the moment without a hammer.
Windfox making a very nice jump. That jump that he made can be somewhat difficult, and runs into another dead end here.
I was going to say this is a dead end.
But farming the generator so that way he can get the attack level, which is a good play, especially when he was as close to the level as he was.
Yep. Valence continues to explore this bit of the map west of P1, which we haven't seen. That hammer-blocked cave is just in a little corner of nowhere, basically. But I'm wondering where this kind of long and skinny path might go. Valence deciding to not explore it just yet. I think that leads up to near where Saria is.
And Windfox takes the drop, and unfortunately will end up looping here.
Yep, so this is where we were earlier.
Not going to be useful to him. So that should tell him that he needs fairy or jump in order to progress.
Yep, and that's him out of P1. He's going to head further down south and east of P1. Valence is off to the west, so we've got some serious divergence between our runners. That's going a whole lot of nowhere. Time for the northwest corner on Valence's side. As Windfox is in the clear other end of the map.
We do see a Kingsgrave over here.
No hint here.
No hint.
We do have water access here, so boots could be a nice shortcut to this end of the map if we find them anytime fast, or maybe not. And we've got a really tucked away town here, whichever one this is.
That's gonna be Sorry, I believe.
Oh yeah, it is. I forgot that we hadn't seen that. Oh, no, sorry,
Windfox
that's Root Up.
Windfox finds his way over to the east, and Saria just holds Magic Container this time around. Bagu's Letter may be required, it may not be. We have
And
P2 with one
in
item.
the southwest. Or southeast, sorry. And that is Mirror for Valence.
I mean, Mirror's nice to have, especially since Saria is another Magic Container. And here's the grass tile.
With another magic jar. Okay, we'll take that.
So far, so good when it comes to the magic side of things. And there's a raft tile as well, so there's a chance that the raft could give access to the maze with the east already being found. So we may be looking for a potential bridge.
Yep.
Just to be able to access DM.
Yep. We know we do need access to all 4 continents today because we need Reflect from DM and we need all 6 palaces.
Indeed. Windfox making some beautiful use of the beams here. Getting paid out big with a 500. It's going to take a few levels. Come back into this one and immediately leave right after just to continue exploration.
Yep. We do have here... Let's see. Oh, sorry. So that was in the northwest corner of the map for Valence. I kind of lost track of where things are a bit.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we're missing Rauru then. I'm not sure where it is, but that's the one where it's outstanding.
Probably on the other side of Saria, if I had to guess at this point, which is going to require either Boots or Fairy or Bagu's Node.
I'm not sure if Boots will do it, but yeah. Probably Fairy or Bagu's Notes, which, yeah, we do not have. We got a bit of a peek at this part of land on the other side of Saria earlier, but we didn't catch too much. Okay, this is a load of nothing and nowhere for Valence here. Although he'll take the 1-up. Windfox picking up the mirror.
And getting another 500 drop. These 500s are coming in like candy.
Oh, actually, Valence is in the middle of nothing and nowhere. That connector cave goes, I guess, nowhere on the east. I think he's just totally locked in on that end of the map.
Oh gosh. That's a little unfortunate.
I think he just took a walk around and found a whole lot of nothing, because with the way Valence routed the west here, he went west of Start, picked up any key in that direction, kind of looped west, south, east, and over here, and then checked out the east and found a lot of nothing.
Alright, Windfox taking attack 4, so he's looking pretty good on levels as it stands.
Yeah.
Alright, gonna take a dive into this one real quick just to up an A and immediately leave.
Yep, Windfox has been into that one before, knows he is getting nowhere else without shield or fairy, or jump or fairy, sorry. On Valence's side, though, I think we'll expect to see him take a look in P1 next, because he's getting to the point where he knows he's running out of things to do. I think we're missing one item cave on the west, but I believe it's probably hammer blocked at this point. And if we are locked out of the east, then we need a... And if we are locked out of the east, then we're going to need to get a raft from somewhere, and that's going to be P2, although Valence doesn't know that. Well, there
Yeah,
was
that's
one
what.
palace on that one bit of the east we could access, but I don't know. I didn't catch which one it was.
Yeah, that's absolutely what it looks like. As Valence comes into P1, he's unfortunately going to get absolutely nowhere in here.
Nope.
And Windfox is now here in Rudo, picking up the Reflect spell hint.
Bit of a slow start this seed game, making us go on a hunt with an any key, and that's about it.
Yeah, bit of a rough start on this one, but nothing that they can't handle. I know that for sure.
Oh yeah, as Windfox is finding the any key now here in this cave. This is about one of the last things he has left to do before he goes into dungeons, so... Once he survives this cave, that is, he has plenty of lives, but, yeah, I expect Windfox will head for P2 next after this.
Yeah, he's trying to get another 500-point bag drop. And should be pretty close to it in the drop pool right now, because I saw him just get another 200 drop. So I think after the Link Doll, it's the 500 bag. So if he decides to take out enough enemies, he will get that bag and be able to take life 5 if he so desires.
Mm-hmm. Valence on the other side, seeing that drop room a pace out of that, has one path left, I think, in this P1. He's routing it about the same the way that Valence did. And Valence is just going to end up dropping into that drop room, discovering, oh, I guess I'm not going anywhere here.
Yep, and Windfox doing exactly what I thought. He's going for that 500 pointer, gets it, and it's time to take that life level.
Yep. Has enough to take that life level and that magic level and up A back to start.
No EXP waste here.
Nope.
Which is a set of plays that I like, because the less EXP you waste in this situation, the better off you're most likely going to be.
Mm-hmm. And both of our runners heading back towards the southeast, and this is going to be a P2 dive for them both, I expect. P2 also having one item.
So yeah, with the palaces, it's random items per palace. For P1 through 4, it can be 0 to 2 items. For 5 and 6, it can be 0 to 3 items.
Yep.
So both of them are now in P2. The question is going to become, where is the item in here?
Where's the item? Is it available? Because there was one palace available on the east. I don't know which, but it's not JP because we've seen that already.
Yep.
And the item here could be one of a couple of things. It could be Fairy, Bagu's Letter. The other we're looking for could be Fairy, Bagu's Letter, the Hammer, or the Raft, I think, are the things we could get right now. Or Jump, I guess, to go back to P1.
I mean, yeah. Jump being the last item that they'd want to see.
Pretty much. We are back on the east, so we'll confirm if I'm totally lost or if we actually do need to go do that, but
Yeah, so Valence ran into the room that you have to make a 4-tile jump or take a hit from an enemy and damage boost it, or boost via a down stab.
And okay, it looks like actually we can explore a little further south, finding a P5 with 2 items and the same palette as P1.
Windfox gonna jump over the blue iron knuckle. So he could go for the jump here. And he tries it, but misses it.
Yeah. Rain fart. As Valence has found Olkasudo and picks up a magic jar, that's our last one, I believe, if I'm remembering my...
Yes, and Saria has the remaining one.
Yep, and in this flags, it's locked behind the Water of Life, because those spell items are shuffled too. Well, not Water of Life, that's locked behind the Mirror Spray, which we have picked up, I believe it. But no real rush to go back there to turn it in, since it's kind of out of the way.
Yeah, and Windfox is going to go ahead and make the quick grind to get Magic 4. And we have the City of Larryville.
Classic. Hopefully we don't need it.
We will find out, and it's Windfox's turn to explore here in the east.
Yep. Yeah, Larry in these flags, the River Devil, is actually is coded to do more than necessary, can block more than just the road in these flags, because otherwise, he's kind of useless in most seats. Guess here's either 3 or 6.
How many clouds? Because if it was 3, it's 6.
No, I did not catch it, but it's a 0 item, so who knows? Oh, no, it's 3.
No.
Okay, I just can't count.
Okay,
3?
it's 6.
Okay, so that is 6.
So we've got 2 palaces here.
And a bridge to... Oh, okay, that's, not to another continent, just off to the eastern side of the map.
This is very much a vanilla-like. Alright, time for Windfox to make it through the second Darunia tile.
And this bridge goes to not a whole lot of anywhere. That's probably a dead-end pass-through cave to nowhere, and a pass-through cave to the southeast corner, which who knows where that's going to be. Besides, it looks like the Valley of Death entrance somewhere down that way. This is a vanilla-like where... Ooh, game over for Windfox.
Yeah, he's, unfortunately, with the Garus, he's not using neutral jumps in order to manipulate their movement, so that way they don't move while he's in the air.
Mm-hmm. On Valence's side, this northeast corner of the east is totally deader than dead. There is absolutely nothing up here. Worth checking just in case there was a random bit of land over here with something on it. There isn't.
Should have been a bunch of grave tiles, because that was a graveyard.
Yeah, no kidding.
Alright, Windfox back over. He may go for an encounter skip here. Taking a couple hits on the first encounter, he's just going to walk straight in for the second one. Gets the triple fireball.
But gets bopped by the Lizalfus. Which, that Scorpion took a full heart of damage. He took a full heart of damage there, and then there's scratch damage to another. Yeah, this is kind of rough of an encounter. Valence took that other pass-through cave to somewhere that's a bit more useful than the first one, it looks like.
It does look a bit more useful, and Windfox does make it through, so he is on the central portion.
Central west side of the map, yep. Valence looks to be in the center east end of the map, but vanilla-like east's usually being divided into roughly thirds vertically. Valence is down to his last life, needs to be careful. He is not very close to a palace. The nearest one's the Valley of Death, and that's not exactly a safe place to go for an up-A.
No, and Windfox, near death here, makes it through.
Yeah, her container pickup is much appreciated for Valence, I'm sure, on the other side. And we might see our first item cave of the east over here in the southeast corner instead of our other connector cave.
It's an item
And it's
cave.
sunken feedback. Alright, decent chance this is medicine or trophy, because they're both hinted over here somewhere.
Indeed. And Windfox taken a death, but still has 2 lives remaining. So he is actually still in fairly good shape.
And there's that medicine, as hinted, for Valence, which gets us the Child of Unknown Use. Haven't found Darunia yet.
Both of them now
These runners
have that extra heart container.
Yep. I think our runners might appreciate a pair of boots at some point. This is kind of a bit of a watery vanilla-like east, and it would help a bit with getting around some of these lakes that they're dealing with.
No kidding.
Oh, lovely! Hammer block kick bridge. We're not going that way. Speaking of boots being useful.
So, this is interesting with how this logic's playing out. Because it looks like there's going to be a required dive of either 5 or 6 here.
Yeah, because it looks like we got locked out of 2. We are jump fairy blocked out of 1. And this is either 6 or 4. We don't know which.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Or 3 or 4, sorry, yeah. So it's going to be 5. Their outcomes are 5, 6, and whichever one is here.
Windfox getting the
Without
bad news
fairy, or glove, or jump is not a particularly appealing option. As we are back to Larryville, okay, so that does connect.
Thank goodness.
Saves you from having to do that really weird loop around the northern side, which is nice.
And now it's time to go check this other side where there is a cave and a town. Alright, Valence looking real low on life here. This could be a bit terrifying, especially this cave. And Windfox, unfortunately, getting bopped by a bubble. Taking another game over.
And that's all the way back to start. And he hasn't fully finished out the southeast corner of the east yet either, so that he's going to have to go backtrack all the way there to find out that's a hammer-blocked bridge to... Okay, I guess I'm going somewhere else. Okay, we do get this pass-through cave here, which leads us to the southwest corner, and Risen Peaback Cave. Windfox deciding he might as well get the child while he's here, not a bad idea.
Especially if it's Jumper Fairy at Darunia, because at this point, you really, really need either one. And it's just a key.
That's a zinger for Valence. Not what he wanted at all, as the child is picked up here for Windfox, and welcome in BBQ.gov with a report raid. Thanks to the raid, BBQ. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in.
Yes, welcome on in, Governor.
We are about just under half an hour into this seed. It's being rude.
Oh yeah, this seed has absolutely thrown the kitchen sink. It's Darunia with a blue jar. Not needed.
Not at all. But this looks like swamp and forest down here. I'm not sure there's going to be much of any... Oh, as I say that. Okay, looks like we found all 4 towns now. Because there's one here, and there's one on the northern side of the pass-through cave that Valence just took, plus Larryville up north.
Yup.
Which
And
Old Kasuto is the cave. It's a town on the northern side. I just realized by looking at my notes. And that's a raft in Naburu. Oh dear. We probably need that.
this seed, it keeps giving.
And we don't know where the water of life has, where the fountain water has gone. Not water of life, because that's the medicine. Go west to find the water. That's hammer blocked. Yippee.
And there's the life spell. Yay! That is actually useful in this circumstance. So it's not a sarcastic yay.
No, it isn't.
DM holds reflect and the glove, both locations required.
Ouch. We really need that hammer. Yay.
And there's the way to oh my goodness, it's islands.
And it's an island. Okay, we just need everything. I think that's the conclusion to be drawn from this scene, is we need everything.
Yeah, this is absolutely looking like a full clear of a seed.
Because we're missing we need just about every major item in the game, and we have basically none of them, although at least... Okay, so there's the other side of that hammer-blocked bridge, so we don't need the hammer for that, although we definitely need it for our water and our either reflector glove, so that's one thing, I guess. Small comfort.
So 5 or 6 are absolutely required here.
Yeah, we're pretty well running out of things to do on the overworld.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and Nukasuto's Larryville, by the way.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
This seed sucks.
What do you mean? This seat's amazing.
Well, for us. And I would not be surprised if Thunder is sitting in Nukasuto just to make our flute required too. Don't know where that is, don't know where Fairy is. We need them, but don't have them.
Alright, Windfox making a trek through the overworld again. I have a feeling he's about to start diving some palaces.
Yeah, I think so.
At this point, with not having jump, not having fairy, being 30 plus minutes into the seed, it's time to dive some palaces.
It's about as low percent a palace dig in terms of items as you can find, but that's what it's looking like.
I mean, logical access to palaces has been in hand for a decent while now.
Yeah, because Valence went and found the any key west of Start nearly immediately. As, oh hey, that's Speck Rock, but who knows where that hammer has gone off to.
Yeah. At this point, boots would be amazing for this DM in and of itself. That raft absolutely needed. Hammer Cave,
that's our only way to the maze.
MIA right now.
Most likely boots blocked as Windfox takes this pass-through cave to Nowhereville.
It does some beautiful enemy manipulation.
Very nice. But yeah, I think... and the boots would be a bit nice on the east and west as well, just because there's enough water that there you can take a few shortcuts here and there, which could save a bit of time.
Oh, absolutely, but right now, biggest question is, where in the world are Jump and or Fairy? Where have they disappeared to?
Mm-hmm.
And I know that neither of them are very comfortable with it, but at this point, I'd be diving 6 with those 3 items. It's too much of a come dive me and get these items to not do it.
Yeah, it sucks when it's that or a 2-item P5, which is both longer and has fewer items. Or go take a chance on hiking through the Valley of Death, which still sucks. to hope for something there.
And Windfox is going to go ahead and make the palace dive here. And Raru has been located with the flute.
Ooh, that is new Kasuto access. We know there's a jar in there, but we don't know which check that is, so we might be able to do something. I actually forgot we hadn't seen the bridge tile yet, so that could have been, in theory, before now, our maze access, but nope, see, it's not that nice. Really nice find for Valence. I did not catch where this... Oh yeah, you had to really take a walk in DM for it.
Yeah, he had to go really, really far into DM just to make it. Alright, Windfox is gonna get past this blue iron knuckle. Gonna go up the elevator, and I have a feeling we're about to see an elevator shaft. No! Big Tetris!
What is this sprite for Valence? I still have no idea, and that's clearly a changed NPC sprite, though I've got no idea what.
I'm not sure either, and Windfox is going to have to take the lower right because that is a downstab glove block on the upper elevator.
And this is P6, right? Yeah, that's the Windows.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, my sense of direction is as awful as it ever is. And Valence now gets to hike back into DM and is going to take a gamble on this Reflector Glove being available in Hammer Cave, which odds are not great.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
It's not looking like the best odds for that, but you know.
Yeah, speaking of, that's a dead end without boots.
More wild things have happened. Ooh, the glove-blocked elevator. Alright, blue IKs in 3, 4, and 6 worth 300 points, so not a bad value on them.
No, not at all, as back we go, because that was glove-blocked elevator into a dead end.
Glove-blocked elevator into a glove-block drop.
Or glove-block drop, yeah.
The 5-0 rooms are, fun, question mark, to read.
Yeah, fun for a given definition of the word. That Pastor Cave looks like it just goes to the other cave right there. Yeah, this is... I don't fault Valence for doing this DM dig, given that all our options suck and that both items in here are hinted to be good. It's just a matter of they might not be available.
Alright, Windfox opting to not take the magic level, instead getting a 500 pointer to drop and taking the life level, which is a very, very good play, as that refills his life at a point that he absolutely needed it.
Oh yeah. And Valence is hard committing to this DM dig, it looks like, without boots.
He's most likely hoping for that glove.
I'd imagine so. Reflect doesn't do a whole lot at the moment.
Unless 4 is in DV, in which case, oh gosh, have fun.
Yeah, and Valence just got dead-ended again, as Windfox has still not managed to find an item, which is a little surprising given there's 3 of them, but he's seen a good few rooms in this 6 now.
I have a feeling that if he were to take the drop that was in the previous room, he would run into the first item in this 6.
Quite possible, but he's deciding to continue this way instead.
Lots and lots of MOAs on screen. Had he taken the drop, this would be the first item. And it's a hammer!
That is a great find.
That's some good value right there. And this is just going to be an elevator up to take him back to where he was. So, let's see. Let's see. He will have to take the drop. And there's a chance that that could lead to another item. We'll see if he recognizes it. And it doesn't look like he is going to recognize it this time around.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also really close to life 7 here.
If he can serve the Iron Knuckle, which, as I say that, I jinxed it. Down to his last life here. And Windfox doesn't know, actually, I don't think, that the glove is in DM. I think that was a valence side hint in the on one of the towns in the southwest of the east.
It was a hint from valence in, I want to say, Nibiru.
Yeah, I think that might have been it. Yeah, I don't. Okay, that drop goes to here, and okay, that's our second item. Well, we'll take the heart container. It's definitely not what Windfox wants, but, well, he's here, so might as well.
I mean, at this point, it's very welcome. And here's the third item, which is Bagu's note.
Okay, which, considering he hasn't been up there yet, so that's our last magic jar. Okay, I guess.
I mean, at this point, that's going to be pretty useful. Alright. To the bottom of the drop column, we're going to have a right here. This actually could just lead to Barba. And it does.
Okay, which that's nice for Windfox, at least, can just go and clear this palace and never come back.
So long as he executes Barba properly. Alright, getting decent cycles here. Just 2 bars left.
Very nice.
Gets it.
On the other side, Valence has officially given up on DM. That is a hard boots blocked Hammer Cave, which I'm really not surprised.
Alright, Windfox can go ahead and take attack 5 here and get the level 4 magic 5. A very nice double level coming in here for him. And at the same time, after he gets that level, he'll be able to up an A and be good to go.
Yep, because his hammer will get him... that's a save back to start. That hammer will get him his Water of Life here on the west somewhere. There's a couple hammer block caves we've seen that could be it. And then that will also get him either his Reflect of somewhat dubious use at the moment, I think, or his much more badly needed glove out of DM.
At the same time, with the other item cave now being accessible, could be Jumper Fairy. Could even be Boots, which if it's Boots, that's going to be huge going into...
No, we've got to hint that Water of Life, which locks our... Yeah, we have Water of Life is locking our... is on the west, and I think that has to be our missing item cave, which I think is hammer blocked.
Well, there are 2 item caves missing, at least on Windfox's tracker, with Pillar P-Bag as well as Heart Container.
Huh. Oh, as Valence takes his flute, which he got out of Rauru, to Nukastudo. 7 jars gets him in here to find Thunder. Okay, we really knew... Yeah, okay, this he just wanted us to go find everything.
Well, at least that is Thunder out of the way.
Yeah. What was in Nibiru again behind the Water of Life? Because I managed to not write that down somehow. Whoops.
That's a great question. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I know we picked up the life spell from it. That was the water of life, or another one of the fountain water item, but I can't remember what the water itself blocks.
I can't remember either.
Raft.
Raft.
Thank you, JLo. Thank you, JLo.
All right. Pillar P-Bag Cave here for Windfox.
Yeah, the Biff. Yeah, I'm not sure. It might be just my notes being a bit of a mess, I think. There actually might be 2 hammer block caves on the west, because I think I'm forgetting that Bagu's letter was one of them, but that is the water.
So that'll be Raft for Windfox, which is going to be needed to get to the maze. And the maze could have the boots as well. But there's still that other item cave to be found here on the west, which is going to be on the other side of Saria at this point.
And Windfox now has access.
And it looks like Valence is here in 6 as well. Just getting ready to go through it.
Yep, Valence now faced with a choice of 6-5 or go try the Valley of Death, and understandably decides let's do this first.
I mean, truth be told, I would hedge my bet on 6 anyway in this situation. So we'll see if Windfox opts to grab this last magic container. On top of that, we'll be able to see
here.
what the mirror spot has.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I forgot.
Alright, opting to go check bot. Who knows nothing.
Yeah, that's about on par for the seed. And
right,
this
what's
gives
under the
us... Ooh, Fairy is a That's such a bad spot!
That's great! P1 can be done!
But that's such a rude spot. You needed Baku's ladder to get here. Game.
Oh my goodness gracious.
This is get everything, the seed.
You want everything? Because this is how you get everything. And there's the hint for Windfox of Rotter having the flute.
That's good for him, because he needs that.
Oh yeah. He absolutely needs that. And here's the other item cave, which is going to be Heart Container Cave.
Yep. Yeah, we need every single item in this scene that the game could possibly need, that we could possibly need an item for, I think, just about, except for maybe 1 or 2 spell items.
Just gonna run on through the cave. There's not really much of anything that's gonna stop him here.
Not really. He's at this point 5, 6, 6, 8 magic bars, 6 heart containers. He's spending all that ever for a pea bag. Womp womp.
But on the bright side, downstab.
Yeah, he can go pick that up now that he finally has Fairy.
He can get downstab. He can do P1. He can do P2. Potentially. It just all depends upon whether or not that glove is going to be required in either of those palaces. And with Fairy, it mitigates some of the potential glove blocks, but definitely not all of them.
Nope. But yeah, I would probably at least clear P1. It's fairly short. You can at least get through the initial glove fairy block we saw earlier. And maybe see if you can find a pair of boots to get you into the get you to DM. Because Windfox is hoping to not have to double dip DM. We saw Valence, because we know that Spec Rock is an immediate find. It's really close to the connector. And then Hammer Cave is somewhere not accessible at all without boots. Valence spent probably about 5 minutes at least in there looking for Hammer Cave and got not much of anywhere. As oh, that's Mech Barba for Valence. Interesting look.
I like it. I like Mecha Barba.
Yeah, cool look. I still have no idea what sprite this is.
I don't either. I just look at it and go, it's a nice sprite. But I don't know what it is. And here we go.
Oh good, Windfox does not have to find a bridge on DM to get to Rauru, which is nice.
He's gonna go ahead and check the hints.
Gem number 1 for Valence at 50 minutes. This is a doozy of a seed.
Yeah, it is.
But he did manage to get all 3 items out of P6, so that is it for him. He's probably pretty glad to be rid of it.
And he's immediately going to P5.
Which he's here, so he's just going to take a look. Flute picked up for Windfox.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Windfox actually tries to go into DM in order to get something out of it at this point, because knowing him, he is probably tilted.
Yeah, it's hard not to be, I think, in the seed this rude. Is you're like, oh, my opponent has probably found something a bit better, and right, a bit better route, which a bit of back and forth really with the seed this messy, as Valence picks up just a 1-up as our first item in P5.
It immediately runs into a dead end.
Yep. Windfox exploring DM finds his way back to the east or not back to the west, sorry, and that's understandably, I think, not an unreasonable idea. He doesn't know that Spec Rock is a little east of there.
But he's
yes, hey Chadbert, this seed sucks. This seed is, as we are, yeah, that's a glove fairy or jump block in that room, or I think. Yeah, Chadbert, this seed sucks.
That's the understatement of the century.
This is go everywhere, do everything. It's a best to list what we don't need.
Which is quite literally the candle, the cross.
Is the candle the cross? We don't need the trophy because it locks the candle, and I think that's about it.
Yeah. Thanks, Muck.
Oh yeah, thanks. Apparently the sprite is Honoka from Street Cleaner 3. Got it. Yeah, we need... It's a Islands DM, which hardlocks either Reflect or Glove, of all things, here in Hammer Cave. We needed Hammer for Spec Rock for the other of Hammer or Glove. We also needed the Hammer for the water for Nibiru to get our raft, because that's our Maze Island access of the seed. We need Thunder, we need Reflect, we need Fairy. We still don't know where Reflect is. Or no, that's in DM, never mind.
Yeah.
We needed Flute to get into Larry. Yeah, no, I rolled it. We needed Flute to get into New Kasudo because Thunderspell is there, and we needed Magic Jars for that. Well, that wasn't the problem. The game gave us all the Magic Jars really early, just not the rest of the items.
Yeah, for once, this is not my handiwork. There's Reflect
for Windfox. Which means our glove is hard boots blocked. Ew.
Potentially. Because I think there might be some of this that Valence had not fully explored.
Well, might be, although he was in here pretty extensively earlier, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I think this is time for Windfox to up an A.
Yeah, with Fairy Spell, you've now got much more availability in palaces. Which, by the way, for those just joining, the seed hard bottlenecked you, it looks like, to go into P6 with an any key, the shield spell, and that's about it, besides magic and hearts, to go dig a hammer out of there for progression.
Yup. It was great.
Well, a hammer out of there and Bagu's letter out of there, because that hardlocked the fairy spell too, as well, just to add on top of the pile of everything.
Yeah, this seed has been a travesty.
We need to add it to the seed vault for anyone who did not watch this disaster.
Like, a travesty is putting it nicely. A beautiful disaster is putting it correctly.
Oh, it's glorious to watch. Runners are probably less than amused to be playing this mess.
The runners are probably like, no.
Like, Valence here, like, we're 55 minutes in. Valence is still missing Glove, Boots, Raft, and Fairy, and the Water spell, the Water item, sorry, which are all hard required to do, much of a whole lot of anything at the moment. This seed?
Yeah, because right now, and this is me just spitballing a guess, I don't think we're going to have a finish in under an hour and a half.
At this rate, yeah, I think I have my doubts, because we still are missing, even for Windfox, which has a little bit more items, but is doing... I don't think... Yeah, it's gonna be a bit.
At this point, it's time to up an A and go dive P1. As well as P2 over in the west. And then jump into P5. Or even head to the maze. Maze probably would be the most lucrative play at this point, because we know that the palace there is going to have a potential of 2 items, and on top of that, we know that there are the 2 items on the maze. So, what those 2 items are have yet to be discovered.
Yeah. And here's a prediction, because I forgot to start one earlier. Will this fest sub 130? Have fun, chat. But yeah, I think it's Palace Digs here for Valence. Well, he's gonna first take that hammer to go find his water in a pea bag, and then he's going to probably go Palaces after that.
Windfox back over here.
This is his first time down this way, because he hasn't picked up Thunder yet, and that's in this area somewhere. As Valence is going to finally pick up his fairy spell and be like, really, game?
The moment of thanks, game. Alright.
Windfox discovers that he doesn't need the blue jar, thanks for the whole fetch quest with a child, but he will pick up that, he's gonna pick up Upstab while he's here.
Yes. And right now, I would put Windfox in the lead for exploration.
I'd say so. He's already... They're even on Palace exploration, and Windfox has already done the exploration that Valence is currently doing on the west.
Valence about to pick up the 8th magic container. Windfox getting Upstab. This has been a doozy of a seed.
It sure has. Valence is going to be... Well, he's going to pick up the fairy spell and probably be a bit mad it's this late, but he at least has it. Oh, he just picked it up, yeah. And this is going to be... what was this again? Trophy. I think this is trophy for Windfox? Or no, this is... My sense of direction's kind of a bit wrecked at this point.
No, this was a pea bag, I believe.
Oh yeah, I think you might be right.
No, key.
Oh, key, yeah. Oh yeah, that's my own notes being lousy, that's why I wrote it down wrong.
I mean, even still, at this point, it's as useful as a pea bag.
You're not wrong, given that the NIT key was the only item they found early on.
Yup.
But yeah, the trophy, which we totally don't need because it locks the candle, which is about one of the only other things we don't need, is going to be our water tile item. Then the seed, as Windfox didn't check Nukasud. Oh yeah, Nukasud is Larryville. Never mind, that's elsewhere. Bad sense of direction strikes again.
Alright, Windfox hitting a max. Finds old Kasuto.
Yep, already picked the magic chart out of there earlier. He's heading back towards... okay, heading back to a palace. And that's going to be a P5 dig for him, as Valence is back in P1. They are not the same palace, although they do have approximately the same color.
Oh my gosh, these colors are more or less the same. It's just the brick pattern difference. Yep. Why?
Especially this color of all colors.
This is like sickly green-brown, just no.
It's bad, yeah. And we get a whole lot of it for both runners right now, as there's a 1-up here in 5, which is what we saw earlier from Valence. And
just past the jump block. The jump fairy block is going to be a P-bag!
Thanks, game!
Let's go! More useless items!
I think there's a lot of them this seed, because it looks like there's multiple palaces rolled to more than one item, and we've certainly seen a lot of junk.
Have. Oh, this room for Windfox. I love this room.
Yep. Yeah, so hey, Helmet Head, or whatever this sprite is, because of the sprite swap. Very quick fight for Valence.
Yes, happy 1 hour, everybody, as we passed that almost 2 minutes ago.
Happy for some definition of the word, yes.
At 1 hour, 1 minute, and 51 seconds.
That is 2 gems for Valence. Yay! I think we've had seeds this tournament that finished faster than this second gem.
Yes, we have. Holy moly.
Mini-boss horse head down for Windfox, and a fairy blocked room here. I think this is the only path to go in P5, too. Very, very blocked. Thanks, game.
If only the fairy spell had been... Oh, wait. Hi, Guma! How are you doing?
Oh, and apparently I'm wrong, because there has to be at least one other path in here, because we didn't see the second item.
Yes, there is one other path in here, and Windfox will probably end up going back to take it, because...
You have to, because you don't know where your boots are.
And at the same time, no glove in tow.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the boots lock the glove.
And the fire spell is connected to life tonight.
Okay, fire. I forgot we don't have the fire spell. We really don't. That's what we don't want to find at this point, as Valence heads into P2.
Windfox can go ahead and take the double level here. And... Yep, There he goes back in. So we've got Valence here in 2. We've got Windfox looking for the second item here in 5. The first item Valence was able to pick up. And
yeah, the one-up
Windfox
was
has
pretty close to start.
Yeah, and Windfox has it as well, so it's just a matter of how deep in this 5 will the second item be, because there's still a lot of 5 remaining.
Oh yeah. P5 being the longest palace on average outside of GP. One of the new features of 5.0 is that we have Euclidean palace layouts, which ironically make me that much more lost in Rando because I can't keep it straight. Literally.
Mental mapping becomes a massive skill with Euclidean palaces.
Before, you could just say, okay, it can go anywhere, and just not think too hard about it. Now you actually have to keep it straight.
Yep. It becomes a completely different skill in and of itself.
Oh yeah, and my sense of direction is absolute garbage.
Windfox running off to the right, which is a dead end. And Valence has made it past that first block. P2 also has the potential to be relatively large. We'll just have to wait and see just how big this 2 is.
Yep.
Down the elevator into a left.
Miss Guma giving him some trouble here.
Windfox going to ferry through this room now.
Yeah, I think Fairly's pretty cheap. I want to say it's like 27 magic or something dirt cheap today. And having 8 magic jars, he can cast it pretty much as freely as he wants.
It's very, very inexpensive this time around. Now, hopefully, this isn't the glove-blocked item room that also has a drop. As we do have another elevator going up, Windfox is going to go ahead and check it immediately. And it's this room, a left and a right.
As on the other side, Valence continuing into another elevator.
And we have
more
another elevator here. Windfox continuing up, not going to check down at all.
And that's the spell of, well, potential use for Valence. We haven't seen a spell tower. That could be our missing boots.
Alright, Windfox walking through one of the dangerous rooms, in my opinion.
And more elevators.
Gonna check down here. It is a loop. And he's not gonna go up. Instead, he was gonna go check. Recognizing it is a loop, and gonna head on up to Big Tetris.
Yeah, that goes nowhere, Windfox. And here is Helmet Head for... Oh, he's not Horse Head earlier. I was getting my bosses mixed up. This is Helmet Head. Sprite Swap is making me confused.
Windfox with a beautiful dodge on the Moa Fire.
I would have liked that one-up drop, but hit the room transition too fast to pick it up. Oh well.
I have a feeling that Windfox is saving 1 and 2 until it's time for him to go into GP, and I cannot blame him on that. And what do we have here?
And so far, that choice to skip 1 and 2 is paying off for Windfox because the P-Bag in 1 is not helpful. We don't know about the spell just yet for Valence.
Ooh, this is a completely different part of the palace that we have yet to see. Windfox is going to continue left here and breach an elevator. No enemy guarding the elevator this time around. Down the elevator. Going to be able to go down again. And here's the second item in 5. Is this going to be the boots?
No!
It's a cross!
That is...
No!
That really isn't what, that is not what Windfox wanted.
And there, the water tile is underneath the forest tile. The water tile is underneath the new Kasuto tile.
Oh, that's rude. I'm pretty sure that's the trophy of uselessness by way of hints, but that's kind of rude. Well, trophy that locks candle, which is... Yeah, that's silly.
And I think Windfox has forgotten where New Kasuto was.
He's looking for it. Yeah, it's, further north, it's Larryville.
I mean, he at least has full magic. He's got the ability to fairy.
Yeah,
he can make it... Oh, there it is.
Okay, there we go. I totally lost. It's actually 22 fairy, by the way. Wow.
Holy moly, that's a low-cost fairy. So, when it comes to spells, when Fox is about to be a go, Spell Tower is going to have something since this is just a red jar at the Sage.
Yeah,
if
and that could be our...
has the boots, that's going to be big.
That would be huge for Valence, because Windfox is probably not taking that out of P2 for a while.
I think we're about to see Windfox go for a VOD play.
Yeah, I mean, might as well clear out all 3 palaces on the east before you take the raft to the maze.
Alright, first set of fairy feet misses the first one. Is he going to get it on the second one? He does.
Very nice.
And this is absolutely fairy through. Just don't worry about anything else. Fairy through and call it good. As, oh my gosh, the coconuts.
Valen's back on the east now that he's cleared out everything on the west. He is going to head into P5 and probably be in there for a while. That was quite the dig for Windfox.
Yes, it was. Windfox making it through, not having to worry about anything else. Going for the second set of fairy feet.
Mm-hmm.
Nails the first one. Here comes the second one. He's got this one shot at it. Misses it. Time for a lava bath.
Yep. Thankfully he has 2 lives left, so he is fine. Yeah, I'm not actually sure that I realized that fairy could be 22 magic. That is, I think, basically the minimum. Maybe it's 20 is the minimum. I was thinking it was 24 for some reason, but that is dirt cheap.
It can go as low as 20, if I remember correctly. And we have a 2-item 4 here, so this is the potential of vanilla boots.
Yeah, I think that's what Windfox is hoping for at this point.
Because no glove still, and that is in DM. He's going to head up this elevator real quick and immediately find Karok. This is a huge reward because now he can just find the items and immediately up an A.
Oh, absolutely. Valence is going to let us know what the item at a spell tower is and whether or not going and digging out P2 for the spell was worth it.
We'll find out shortly.
As 1 hour and 13 minutes in, that's 3 gems for Windfox.
Alright, here we go. What is inside the tower? Survey says...
There, the jump spell. It looks like a pair of boots, but nope, wrong one.
Jump's not bad, though.
Yeah, no, it's not bad, but it's not the boots.
Alright, Windfox at attack 6 now.
Mm-hmm.
Will probably be 7, 7, 8 going into GP.
Yeah. Which that is a plenty.
If a glove block shows up, then we know for a fact that the boots are not going to be in here.
What is left for the boots?
4 Maze Island and the Palace on the Maze, which is 3.
Okay, fair point. Yeah, I was thinking that the maze was boots blocked, which it isn't. Most likely isn't. There is a chance that Maze Island can generate to be boots blocked, but it's pretty rare.
But if Windfox
Although if it did do that, it would be the cherry on the cake for this.
Oh, it absolutely would. Oh my goodness, would it be. Alright, up elevator here for Windfox as Valence is...
Looking for... Okay, heading... I'm not... Okay, heading back to
grab up
the...
stab.
Yeah.
There we go.
Apparently the sprite that Valence is using is Honoka from Street Cleaner 3.
Alright, Windfox checking the top of the elevator here. Beautiful jump over the Doom Knocker. And first item located here in 4. What is it going to be?
Heart container? Not it.
I mean, little unfortunate, but not the worst that you could find.
No, I think just he's well. I think both runners, as Valence picks up the raft, are thoroughly tired of the seat at this point. An hour and 16 minutes in, and nowhere near done. They've got 3 gems left apiece and multiple items.
Oh yeah. And really with this seed, this is a tough one for routing anyway, because of how many times you have to bounce back and forth.
Yeah.
And Windfox just on that hunt for the second item. Valence, on the other hand, going to get upstab at 774 with 3 palaces left to do. Could actually be looking at 778, if not 788 going into GP. Good quick fairy cast by Windfox. Here is the other item room. The I want to be this guy style platform.
It's a spy.
And he is not going to take it.
Yeah, I would say screw it. To the seat I'm going.
It's time to go to the maze!
Wow, this seed really is... This seed's special.
The seed is something special.
The other item in P4 tear was the Sapphire spell. Okay, well, Windfox hasn't done 1 or 2 yet, so he's going to do that first, which I don't blame him for.
Can't blame him one bit either.
So we'll see 1 and 2 for Windfox, and he'll also have to dig the item out of 2, and is going to be very unhappy about that being the spell.
I think calling the seed special is an understatement.
Yeah, well, I think our runners might have a bit more expletive-filled opinions about this scene, but I'll keep it
That's
light
why
for
I
stream.
say that's why I say it's an understatement.
Yeah. Valence deciding to do P4 to try Valley of Death for 3 or 4 before going to 5. I don't blame him on that one.
I don't think Windfox remembers his way through this P1.
Doesn't look like it, unfortunately, which I get it. It's been a yeah, it's probably been the better part of an hour since he was last in here. Actually, now that I think about it.
It has literally been an hour and change since he was in here.
And he's still not done! I won't officially mark it yet, but we are not sub 130ing this as expected.
Oh yeah, there's no way sub 130 is happening here.
I'm pretty sure between P1 and 2 for Windfox and P5 for Valence, that alone just makes it mathematically impossible.
Yes, it does. But Windfox is about to get the news of P.
Yep.
Valence going for encounter skips. Windfox probably going to be... Actually, not even probably. Pulling into horse. Going to tie up the gem count here.
Yep. And that is 4 gems at an hour 20. Actually, Windfox has the lead on gems now. Valence is at 3. Windfox just put his 4th gem in.
Oh yeah, I forgot Valence. Well, Valence is going to have the 4th before too long.
Yeah, Karok was quick. It's the items that take a while in 4.
Yup. Alright, next
and
up.
And then P5 is a slog, as P5 is.
I mean, P5 just does P5 things, let's be real.
Oh, for sure. Speaking of Karok, there it is, or whatever that sprite is. I know absolutely nothing about Street Cleaner 3, or any other Street Cleaner game.
I don't know anything about any of the Street Cleaner games. So I wouldn't be able to tell you all anything on this.
Yep, that's a spot to start here in the maze.
Nice snaky opening.
Yeah, we do have palace access at least.
Pretty quick palace access at that, so...
Yeah.
Windfox may opt to jump into the palace first and then come back out to actually check the items. But if he runs into the boots, then he's going to be in a pretty good situation. He will just have to go back to DM and find Hammer Cave from there. It's a single item in this 3.
Okay, in we go.
I really hope a double dip in this 3 is not required.
That would suck. It would absolutely track with the way this seed's going, but it would suck.
Oh, yeah. Just... oh my goodness. Yeah, Windfox clearing the longer palaces first absolutely saves him some time because he's not looking for quite as much, as his lineup is going to be a little off here, but not by much. He is gonna unfortunately take a bonk. Pretty good Rebo fight there for Windfox. And I think 4240 is going to be life 8. I would be very surprised if this is attack 7.
Yeah, that'd be an unusually cheap attack 7.
Yeah, it's not impossible with these flags, but very, very unlikely.
Yeah, and it's going to go back and see if he can't dig the item out of here, as expected. And yep, that is life 8, attack 7, just 40 points cheaper than magic 8 here.
And honestly, I would take the attack 7 over the magic 8 at this point.
Yeah, Thunder's at like 69, I think I saw earlier. There's our item, our container. Nice and nice and quick 3. Yeah, I was not even going to bother picking it up. I don't blame him.
Yeah, that's just you leave that item behind.
Screw it, I'm out of here. Especially you're an hour and 24 minutes in, you just placed your 5th gem, and you still don't have a glove!
Yup.
Which, for what it's worth, it's kind of impressive we've gotten this far without a glove.
I mean, the funny thing is that all 6 of the palaces can be done without the glove.
Correct. Between the 2 of them, neither of them have a glove, and they have beaten all 6 between them, so...
But GP, on the other hand...
Yep, because, well, waffles!
There's a 1% chance that the glove wouldn't be required in GP.
Oh yeah, I believe it. Because yeah, there are way too many glove-locked rooms, including notably the 1,000,001 variants of the waffle rooms that are now in 5.0. Yeah. Most, if not all of which are glove-locked. As Valence has just full-cleared P4.
Yep, went ahead and picked up the fire spell. Has 3 and 5 remaining, where Windfox has 2. Finds the first item drop here in the maze. If this is boots, it's going to be huge for Windfox. It's just a pea bag. The second item drop has to be boots at this point.
We've seen everything else in the game between the 2 runners.
Oh my goodness. Where is the second item drop going to be, though? That's the question.
Probably the northeast corner somewhere. So there's still a little bit of path down here somewhere.
I like it.
Yes, okay, Valence is going to take a look in the maze first rather than try P5, which not a bad idea, and I'm not sure how much time it saves. I forget how early Guma was in P5.
Guma wasn't that early in 5.
Yeah. But, we'll see, because P3 was quick, but, so Valence, but with its placement, I think Valence is probably going to do the same thing as Windfox and clear 3, and then find the boots right there, as expected.
Alright. Windfox will finally have the ability to clear the seed. Probably going to be about an hour and a half.
Yeah, probably about that.
Gotta make it back to DM, and then, from there, gotta find Hammer Cave.
Which, that's a bit easier said than done. Yeah. Well, the boots don't make it too bad, but given that it's also been the better part of 45 minutes to an hour since we were in there,
So, Patrick! The raft was required to get to the maze, and we've had a mountainous west with a vanilla-like east, and no hint for boots whatsoever. Everything else has been checked, including higher item density palaces with a 2-item 5 and a 3-item 6. The problem is that Baku's Note was in 6 in order to go to Saria to get Fairy underneath the table, as well as the water for Nibiru to get the raft to then go over to the maze and be able to get said boots with 3 on Maze Island.
Oh, and I should add that to get into the new Kasuto or to get into Nibiru... Yeah, sorry. Oh, and by the way, we also needed Flute out of Rauru to go get Larryville for Nungasudo for the Thunder spell. Just for the extra everything. We got early hints that Reflect and Glove were in DM, so they both spent a while in there. Managed to dig out a Reflect of Well, I guess it saved double dip of P4, that's about it.
Oh, and on top of that, DM is islands.
Yep, yeah, so they both spent several minutes wandering around hoping for the love of everything that the glove was available. No. Which this was a bit of know the seed for the runners.
But only a little bit.
Yes, welcome in Trev with a party of 2 runners. Welcome into a, well, it's a very interesting scene. As you can see, we're an hour and a half in. We are not in go mode.
Nope, as Windfox is
Windfox.
about to pick up spell.
Yep. And Valence has just found his boots. But yes, for those just joining, I would recommend watching this back. There's really no... You have to see it.
Yeah, this seed has been a seed of all time.
Yep.
I had to think about the words that I was going to use for it, and a seed of all time is really what came to mind to best describe it.
Yep, as Valence is now into 3 and has a full-size P5 to clear. Oh, and I should add too, this seed hard bottlenecked you into P6 with an any key, the shield spell, all the magic jars for what that was worth, and not much else to get anywhere.
Yeah, keep in mind, Aniki was on the west, and Valence found it within 5 minutes of starting the seed. So yeah, this has been an experience, and here's Guma.
No, that's Rebo.
Oh no, this is Rebo. I forgot, he's in 3, not 5.
Yep, no, 5 is the same ugly brown color as P1.
Yeah. I'm gonna be sickly brown.
Yeah, it's bad. As happy 1 hour and 30 minutes, everyone.
We've made it an hour and a half in.
We're not even in GP.
This is just... Oh my goodness.
And I am debating the merits of starting a prediction as to whether or not this will sub 2.
I mean, at this point, Windfox just has to go to Death Mountain and get the glove, and then he'll be able to go into GP. The problem that might be faced is the locker room might be in there, which requires jump and glove.
Yep, and he did not pick up... Oh yeah, jump is in Nukasuda behind a spell, which he only just got a minute ago.
Yep.
But that would be just... oh, thanks, game.
It would be the cherry on top. He is going to go search for Nukasudo again, forgetting where it was, which it's right here. Honestly, perfect timing to get an encounter.
Mm-hmm. Man, not unreasonable for him to just take a look here, it's pretty quick. As Valence has finished out, is back on the west and heading to P5. Yeah, we still do need to walk around DM for a few minutes to find our way through, to find that hammer cave, once Windfox gets there.
And we'll see if he remembers which palaces which caves he's checked versus which ones he has not. As jump has been picked up by Windfox, he now has all the spells needed to be able to make it through GP. Now it's a matter of get the glove.
Mm-hmm. That is true. I think Windfox has seen everything else in the game, so that had to be the jump spell.
Oh yeah. I'm with you on liking the play to grab the jump spell, especially if the locker room does show up it's going to make it a lot easier to get through and much, much better, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Alright, new prediction started, because why not? Will this seed sub 150? As Valence is back on DM, and there's Hammer Cave. As Windfox, I think you're going in the wrong direction for GM.
He is.
You'll find out pretty quickly. This is a pass-through cave to Nowhereville. As he will shortly remember.
And Valence is currently running through Hammer Cave. Did find it pretty quickly.
Yep. K-Mir, we know the glove is here in Hammer Cave. We've known about it for,
An hour. Give or take.
Something like that, yeah. The sea just sent you on the longest rabbit hole of all time to get it. As Windfox decided to up out of that dead end on the east and is going to head back. And Valence is finally in go mode. An hour and 35 minutes in.
Yep, still has P5 to do, and Windfox is actually going to go for the bridge in order to get over to DM to find that Hammer Cave. Which,
hey, it works.
it might take him less time than it's taken Valence. It'll take Valence to do P5, which means we may see Windfox actually going in first.
He might, especially because he's on the western edge of the map, and Hammer Cave's in the southwest corner, I think. If he keeps going south, that is, because it is at the edge of the map. Yeah, because Windfox, both our runners spent a while in DM earlier. Actually, that was trip 3 for Valence by the time he got his glove. But it's also been a while, because this seed's been, well, this seed.
Yes, it has, and Windfox is walking through the area that he's already seen. He just needs to go south at this point.
Yeah, this is it here on this. This is the southwesternmost island. Is it? And there we are. All right, Windfox, let's get your glove and get to GP.
To answer a question in chat from Tech Bandit, no, Trez did not roll it. Star did. Star has rolled this beautiful disaster.
Yes, I did. Yeah, Valence into 5 here. We'll see how long it takes him to clear it. I know Windfox was in here for a while. I remember having to go through this room.
Yeah, Windfox was in here for a little bit. Not too terribly long. Guma was decently buried. Not too terribly far buried, though.
Yes, there we go. Good mode for Windfox. An hour and 37 minutes.
Alright. Windfox soon to head into GP. If I remember right, with Guma, it was just down this elevator. And continuing over.
Alright, 137.52. We're in GP. Which is a rather pink color today. And we've got a mini-boss Horsehead for Valence, Waffles for Windfox.
2 rights and a left, and it looks like these rights might loop together. Windfox making great use of the beam. And he's going to continue right here. And it's Twin Peaks room, so if he continues at the top right, there is going to be a drop. Alright, this is going to be the four-way. Heading down the elevator, finds one of the kind of rooms. And going to opt to take it.
First chicken of this GP, as Valence has taken out Guma. 139 has finally placed his last gem.
Alright. We have a race.
Yep, we do. We've already seen a couple of forks here in GP, so there are plenty of options for divergence, as this blue chicken decides to give Windfox a hard time.
Unfortunately, he is put it into a very, very bad spot.
Yeah. And the life spell is garbage today.
Yeah, 2 R's from life, going up the elevator. And this is just a loop. This is up in A territory, go down and left.
Yeah, that's what I would do, as Valence heads in at about an hour 40.
Alright, Valence gonna head up.
Taking the same right as... okay, gonna take a lava bath first. I would up A to get my life back here.
And he is.
And
Alright.
speaking of drops, there's this.
Yep, the Eon drop that Windfox does not want to take because it will take him back to the Twin Peaks room. And Windfox is back at the waffle.
More waffles! 5.0 added some new waffle variants, and, well, this is a waffle elevator. That's one of them.
Yep, and that was a high five from both the runners.
Yep. And we're gonna take this
Windfox.
down left.
Making use of the shield spell here. Oh my goodness, the lag.
Oh man, yes, the lag.
Yeah, exactly, Patrick. Insufficient batter waffle room.
That's a
They
good
must
discussion of that variant.
They must construct additional pylons. So if all goes well for Windfox, he could actually go for a Link Doll drop in here. But we do have another elevator room coming up, and
Yeah.
the blue bird being a butt.
Uh-huh. Our life spells, by the way, is both absolutely terrible and more expensive than Fairy. It's 29 magic, and Fairy is dirt cheap at 22 this seed, which is about the one nice thing of this seed, I think. Is our dirt cheap Fairy.
Windfox with a beautiful bounce to make that 4-tile jump.
Very nice.
And immediate lava bath right after.
Ooh, and that is down to his last life here.
He's got to be careful here.
Yep, these flying heads can be quite tricky, but does get through this time around.
Took 3 hits. And it's into another waffle room, this time with the vertical dot generator.
And Blue Chicken takes Valence out down to his last life, and that's an up A. Which, there's another Blue Chicken. I was about to say something totally different, but never mind.
Down the elevator. Gonna check to see if it's a 50-50, which it is. He just has to go down, come back up, hit it one more time, and he'll get the red jar drop. He'll be able to refill his life.
Yep, because these are guaranteed 50-50s now. That is correct, Tech Bandit. Whoever finds Thunderbird into Darklink first will take this. So far, our runner's following, I think, pretty much the same route.
More or less, and it's a minimum of 12 rooms to Darklink.
Which, I think we've hit about 12 rooms by now for Windfox.
Oh, absolutely.
And then some. Yes, there's T-Bird, speaking of.
Alright, Windfox just needs to survive this.
Yep.
He's not going to have enough to cast shield.
Nope. It does have life 8 and 7 hearts, having turned down the 8th one in one of his last palaces.
P3.
Yeah.
He's going for the 3 and 2.
And takes a pop.
Should only have
there we go.
2 hits. Okay. It's just a matter of how far is Darklink now. As he doesn't have much remaining in the tank when it comes to life. Elevated
no,
down.
he doesn't. And, oh boy.
50-50 room for him here is huge. He's going to hit that, get a red bird, go down the elevator, come back up, refill, and be in such a better position.
Oh, this is big because, yeah, we could still have a number of rooms left as Valence gets stuck in a chicken room and takes a death down to 2 lives. Yeah, so we've got some options here after T-Bird for where Darklink is at.
Yeah, this is by no means over. And Windfox actually making a very smart play there. Elevator down here at the end of this room, but oh my gosh, this room is a literal nightmare.
Ugh, this one is ugly, yeah. At least manages to take the chicken out, so that helps. Okay, and that's up, which will keep going.
4-way?
Let's go grab that ferry here. And T-word for valence. Or whatever that is.
A thing. That's the best I got. Okay, so it looks like the right at the 4-way is the direction to go.
Think so, yeah, because it looks like the rest loops.
It does kind of look like Death from Castlevania. Oh gosh. Windfox doesn't have enough to use life. He is dead!
Game over. Ouch. That could be big for Valence here.
If he had used shield, he would have survived that. Valence going up, gonna take this first right.
Yep, and did not take the 50-50 statue. Chat noting he's down to his last life as well, so this is close.
Yeah, this could go either way at this point.
Speaking of... Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, okay,
no, he has one life
apparently
remaining.
not. Okay, has one life.
This is his last life. Alright, Valence gonna check the elevators here. Head back up. Windfox actually baiting the bird out this time.
Good idea.
Did he die? just before T-Bird. Or just before Darklink. He did!
Yes. Oh, that's a feels bad.
That's GG's.
That is going to be GG's here for Valence. Finally.
It happened to me in Upstarts last year, and unfortunately it has now happened twice to Windfox here in the NIT. And just like that, get your GG's out. For Valence.
GG's to Valence. 149.10. Just managed to take this up 150. Which, yeah. This has been a seed. And understandably, Windfox has decided, no thanks, I'm done. Alright, so let's go to the interview scene here as 20 deaths, 24 resets. Yeah, that kind of figures.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yep, and Glove at 1 hour and 34 minutes. Yep. As, hey, we are joined by Valence. GG.
Thank you very much. That was not quite an enjoyable seed.
No.
Windfox had the lead on you and game overed on the room before Darklink.
No way. Don't tell me that.
That's exactly what happened.
God. Because our first race ended very, very close as well. And it really felt like it could have gone either way. And I was super surprised that... Oh, man, that sucks. I'm just glad I picked the correct 4 rights you could have gone after T-Bird.
So the fun part is that all of those rights would have looped into that correct right regardless. So there really wasn't much remaining after T-Bird, especially with how many rooms you both had seen beforehand and the fact that if you went right, you just looped. So GP in and of itself really wasn't too terribly bad, aside from that enemy set, which was gross.
Yeah, there's some goofy rooms there. I'm kind of glad that one area tripped me up and I just game overed and up 8 and went left, and that eventually left me to T-Bird, even though it probably, well, I don't know where I've gone if I didn't die there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to remember in this case, especially since there was so much that you had to do within this seed, because it almost was a full clear. It was so close to being a full clear.
I almost stayed in 4 to look for that second item, but I'm like, I can't risk it. I gotta hope that boots are in Maze Island or in 3 or whatever was there. Because I went into Death Mountain so many times, I'm like, it has to be, I need to have the boots, right? I have to have them. I can't go in here without the boots. And sure enough, that dumb little island needed boots.
Yep.
Just to get glove.
Yeah, with Islands DM, both of you actually fully explored what you had access to, so it was about the same time spent in there. Windfox went into 6 well before you, and in turn was able to get Fairy early.
Oh, okay.
And that's just what allowed him to continue on throughout the seed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because this seed really wanted you, apparently, to do a 6 on not a whole lot of equipment. to get both your hammer and that Bagu's letter to do everything else.
Yeah. It's always shocking when Bagu's letter comes into play.
Yeah, this was. You guys both spent the early game, just probably like the first half hour, 40 minutes ish, just trying to clear out things, overworld exploration, and then, Windfox ended up in 6 first. You did 1 and 2 first, and Seed kind of snowballed from there. But had to just do everything this Seed.
Yeah. I mean, it was almost 2 hour seed. It's pretty. It didn't feel very snowbally there for a while. I was kind of like, okay. Just had a hope that I didn't have to go back into 4. Because I'm like, if the boots are in 4, I'm cooked.
Oh yeah. The other item in there was the fire spell.
Well, that's the item I got.
Right, I guess the other one was a 1-up. That was heart container. Sorry.
Yep.
Oh, okay,
it was heart container and fire spell, and then the last heart container was in 3.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
So all in all, I mean, would have been nice to have, but absolutely not necessary.
Oh yeah, no.
No, yeah. So where was I when he game over it at the end?
I think
You
you were
were
approaching
just past.
T-Bird, or
It was either
somewhere around
approaching
there.
or just past T-Bird.
Okay. Yeah, and it was a pretty hefty trek just to get back to there. I don't know if there was a quicker way going right and down, but I'm glad I didn't have to try to retread.
Yeah, I think the way that you both went to T-Bird was the only possible way you could have gotten to T-Bird, because after that first left, it was all pretty linear until you got to before Dark Lake. Yeah, you're advancing in the NIT to the quarterfinals. Your opponent will be either Elendar or Alsoa. So you made it into the semis.
Yeah,
How you
GG's.
feeling?
Good luck on that.
Thank you. And thanks for the restream and commentating and tracking and all that. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime. But yeah, Star, I'll let you take us on home.
All right, sounds good then. That is a wrap for us tonight after this, everything. Let's see here. Coming up ahead on the ZSR schedule, there is another match ongoing right now that is not being restreamed between Custom and Sausage Link. They are about an hour and a half in, probably close to done. Actually about done-ish, I think. And then tomorrow we've got more races here. Looks like we've got an Ocarina of Time randomizer race between Drunas and Kola in the morning. And then we've got Slamu versus Jake Cooper tomorrow evening at 10:30 p.m. with more matches coming up throughout the week. So as well, please give our runners a follow here, Windfox and Valence. Thank you to Sonirath for joining me on comms for this disaster. And thank you as well to JLo for doing the tracking. For that, now that's going to be it here for us tonight. We're going to raid over to someone else playing some more Zelda, and we'll see you all another time.